Namaste and good evening, everybody. I was asked to do a reading on Sunyata, otherwise known as Emmanuel Sorensen of Denmark. And we will go ahead and get started with this reading. Okay, there's a very nice transmission coming from this image, and now the pendulum is dropping down, so we will wait for a little while for the energy to be picked up and transmitted here so that it can be voiced. Okay, so he is one that is felt to be very light-like. But he also has a way of being drawn out in his words sometimes. For he does like to speak a lot about his life, about his life. Okay, now we're going to connect in a little bit more with Sunyata and get a sense more of him and the energy there. Person of wondrous light. Okay, he's a person of wondrous light, but he is also one that has come very wanderer, I guess is the word. He's like a wanderer, you know, one that has been around and done some traveling, met up with people. I can see too people shaking hands, like he's met up with ones that have embarked on this journey of love or light. He's met up with them. He's introduced himself and his way of having his heart in stillness. He's introduced that to them. Okay, his introduction, when he does introduce it or come forward with this way, you know, I want to say thinking, but that's not really it, the way of feeling or of being within stillness, then those ones around him have felt that force of stillness in him. And with that being near him, they have been lifted out of more, you know, the mental habits. They've been lifted out of that to be able to see clearer, to be able to speak of this stillness, this silence that pervades all things and enriches all, you know, as being the first thing, okay, is what is felt. It's the primary thing, this stillness. What branches out from that is more of a, you know, the word is secondary to it for anything else that comes more in any other way within the mind besides stillness does not carry the same energy of this primary beauty and this freeing source. Okay, the source really is what is felt here. And this is what is felt from Sunyata, is that the source is speaking. Okay, So everything that is seen around you, that has to do more with energy or dimensions or physicality, carries within it this stillness, this source, this light. Okay, this is what Sunyata is wanting to say with his presence, wanting to be letting out of all things, okay, and not be stuck in that way of believing that these things that are more surface to the source, and one would say secondary to it, which would be more a lot of thinking ways, is the first thing, like the most important thing. Okay, that's not true, is what Sunyata is saying. This isn't true. That's not the reality of it. Okay, so now we're going down, and okay, so this love-filled man of living in the, and I just see a lot of roads. He's gone down many roads and has found a place to live. Okay, settled somewhere for a while. Like, this place is what feels good to me, okay, because I feel the energy of refreshment. I feel that the others around have that same love for truth. Okay, this is why I settle more in the India area. Okay, and the land of mystical beauty. This is again what Sunyata felt living there. Okay, so he took a place in the hills, or he took a place in a cavern, okay, or a cave, a space. He took a place there. But he also had his connection to the forest, or to the little blooming things, okay, to the, what I'm seeing is a lot of flowers blooming, coming down, like falling down, like the beautiful trailing vines, and all of the lovely, bright, colorful, delightful wonders that we see in the universe. Okay, he took a real fancy to those things, as well as to creatures, or to, four-legged creatures, okay, to the canines, to, he had a love for animals. In that way, he really connected, and he was very let's see here, pared down is the word. Okay, so he didn't live with a lot of fancy things. He did not sit on high thrones, and you can see, no, he did not want himself to be put up on a pedestal, okay, so that others worship him. He had no interest in that whatsoever. He was more one that, what I'm hearing is landscape. Okay, so he'd like to, and this, I just let it flow, he'd like to blend into the landscape, be a part right there in nature, in the beauties that, rise up like mountains, and the things that are hidden, the things that are wondrous, the things he wanted to be right in the heart of that. Okay, that was his love, truly. Okay, so again, he was very pared down in his life, and this was something that was shown him to be, one that was simple. Okay, simple's the word. He was simple. You just really kind of smile around this energy. It's very, it's actually got a certain flavor of delight to it, really. Yeah, I could just feel all the plant life he loved, and you know, when you see someone that is just so, again, the word would be a delight, is really what he feels to be, even though, again, I'm hearing rambling. He may have rambled sometimes, you know, but it was just in this way that people were very, again, you know, the word is coming more love, or just, or the feeling is, you know, they just put up with any of that because he was just such a, such a presence, really, in a way that was just unassuming and likable, okay? But again, also very much with that force of love and light and stillness that rang through him. Okay, so all right, so let's see if anything else while in life is really important with him. Okay, you can see as you come up to the heart, there's very much of a stillness. There's a gravity around his heart. It's balanced, and it just went whoosh right there. And you know, when you feel that, that really is a showing of one that is very much of a, you know, one can see this balance. And you know, the pendulum has not dropped down. Obvious, this mystic man is not in body anymore, but it hasn't dropped down to show, oh, this heaviness of this, you know, a lot of drama to the death thing. Okay, okay, but let's see if anything else is sparked up from Sunyata's energy that may give some message or a feeling of his presence more that can be conveyed here. What does he have to say to those that are in body now that may be of, have a freeing force to it? Sunyata. Sunyata. Okay, what I'd like to convey to those hearing me is to Shanti, okay, which means peace, Shanti. Shanti, for that is the way. Okay, nothing else is mattering in the least, not even a drop, besides Shanti. Hey, what is this thinking all the time, people? For that has no worth to God. Okay, all that thinking has no worth to God. Okay, that means that you are being away from God, and so why do you think that God would want your thinking? Okay, God doesn't need anything from you, and that does not add to God your thoughts. Okay, so again, God. Okay, God is the first thing, or the one that gives to all. Okay, God is that. So what do you have to make it better than that when he is the he, or that consciousness is the one that gives all things? Okay, so what you receive is God's gifts. All right, so this is very important to know that the first thing is what matters, the primary. Okay, the primary thing. What exists before all these thoughts? You know, this matters. This matters a lot, not just a little. Okay, this matters like a, let's see, like a best thing. Okay, this matters like a best thing. Okay. Okay, so I don't want to say that it matters at all about me. Okay, so I'm not really important in this whole scheme of things. Okay. What I am here to be is silent. Okay, I'm here to be silent. Boy, when do we hear this with these mystics? Silence is the main thing that's spoken. Okay, so really what he's saying, if I have no eloquence about me, I have not anything that one could say is very robed in something of kings, okay, robed in something of majesty. I have nothing like that whatsoever on my body when I was here. Okay, so I have nothing like kingly stuff. I don't care about it. I don't care about cliques or cliches. I don't care about what the modern feeling is. I don't care about my radiance, my radiance, huh? Maybe it means his beauty, his complexion, or everything being beautiful. I don't care about that. I don't care about my style, okay? I don't care. Don't even care one drop. Okay, if I come and I say something abrupt, I say it. If I say something different than what you might feel is your way, if I say something different than that, I do. If I say something that draws you in, great. If I don't, then my time is still spent in stillness. It doesn't have my my personality in God, okay? It's just what you see as my personality, but that's not what is the reality, okay? The reality is single, okay? The reality is single, free, unburdened, timeless, playful, okay? Playful. He's a playful man, I feel. Okay, it's very much so a playful energy. Okay, a one that loves to be dancing. Okay, dancing in life. This is what you can see it gets heavier. He loves to dance in life. Jolly, okay, jolly man, jolly sage, jolly twinkly eyes, joyful, playful, like a free love, like a free love, but yet primal. Okay, primal. What is this saying? All these things. He's wondering why you say all these things that I am not. Why you speak that way? Why you speak with these things that I am not? Because those things, silence is primary. Okay, so here we go. All right. He's a funny one, this one. Bristol. Brahman. Okay, Brahman. Brahman is all. Brahman is whether, okay, see a corpse that's got, burnt to ash. Brahman is, okay, the corpse is not where I live. No more corpse. Okay, no corpse ever. Brahman, I live. Brahman, Brahman. Now this is the reality. Brahman. From there I am. Okay, that's where I live. Brahman. Heart on fire. Brahman. Okay. Say this. Brahman. This is the reality of all things. Brahman, east, west, north, south, okay, up, down, okay, all of it, deep, shallow, doesn't matter. That's Brahman. again, Shanti. So let's see if there's anything else for Sunyata that matters. Okay, we're getting a no. Are we done with this reading? Okay. Sunyata. So, it doesn't sound like, again, that's his primary language is stillness. Thank you for tuning in. Namaste. Good night now.